welcome to the Let's Get Gambler Fit series. You would have all seen by now that we have applied for the Blackfort's All-Star Academy, and I chose to do Gambler on this series if we get picked, because Willow can't jump. He can, but he's done his suspensory before, so I don't want him like possibly jumping cross country on what could be wet ground, hard ground. We don't know what the weather's going to be like later in the year. So I chose to apply for this with Gambler. Gambler has not been in consistent work since last year. It's done a little bit over the winter, but nothing major. So I really have to get this horse fit now. My plan has been to get him riding anyway, because I was going to take him to start trying the Royal International qualifiers at start January, February time next year. So that gave us 6 months to get him fit. But now we've applied for this All-Star Academy. If we get picked, we need to be fitter earlier than that. And if we read the rules of All-Star, you are meant to be competing, or you are meant to be comfortable at competing at BE 80. I don't do jumping, I don't do eventing. I don't actually know what that entails. I assume 80 centimetre jumps. If I'm wrong, you'll have to let me know down below. I can't jump a twig. Gambler can. Gambler's a good jumper. I'm not. And he's unfit. Never really properly been schooled because he was the kid's horse. He's been there driving and they're in hand horse. And I've just jumped on him and rode him a couple of times. To be fair, he can't even canter properly, get the transition. So we have got a lot to do. If we get picked to do this, we don't find out till July, August time. But then you'll go off and we'll do the show. So I need him to be fit and ready for if we get picked. If we don't, it doesn't matter. It just gives me something else to work towards to get him fitter and up riding quicker. But, as I say, he's not fit. We all need to start somewhere. And that's what this video is. The starting point of his ridden journey, basically. So we've come down here very early this morning. It is just before 7 o'clock. Because we're in the middle of a heat wave as well. And I don't do very well with the heat. I hate the heat, getting hot and sticky. It's horrible. But Gambler also doesn't do very well in the heat, being overweight and black. He gets hot and sweaty very quickly. Lewis has gone on a school trip today, so he's gone to the beach. So I have already been down, fed, hayed and watered all the horses. Gone home, get Lewis to school. And so I'm back down here now so I can ride him quickly now before the heat turns up. And then I will do all my mucking out afterwards. So we're going to see what we're starting with today. He's extremely, I've been hacking him the last 2 weeks. He's been out hacking. So we've done a little bit, but not much at all. So we're going to see today the beginnings of what we can make Gambler. So I have bought the tripod and everything, so I'll set that up in the field so we can all get this picture. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to look good. Whether I even attempt to try and canter him today, I don't know, because that's the problem with Gambler is where he's a driving horse, they don't canter when driven. He was doing the in-hand with Lewis, again, they don't canter. So when I have ridden him, whenever I've cantered, it's usually out hacking in straight lines. The Gambler really struggles with cantering in something the size of a school, basically. He struggles to do the, well, even a 20-metre circling canter. He can do it, but it doesn't look pretty. So that's something we're going to have to work on. Whether we get to that stage today, I don't know. See what we're working with him. I have changed his feed. He's going on to the same feed that Willow is on, so we can try and create some more energy, because he is a very laid back horse anyway. He doesn't get het up. He's not your typical Welsh Section D. He is very much on the slower, lazier side. So it is going to take a lot of work to get into the level we need him to be at. But let's give it a go. Right, I'm going to groom him, tack up, and we'll get on. So here is the beautiful man himself. Hey, beautiful, hold on. I was going to get your forelock out your eyes. But yeah, this is what we are working with. He is a little bit on the tubby side. Very unfit, aren't you, baby? It is going to take quite a bit of work to get him up to the level that we need to be at, and get me to the level of jumping potentially 80 centimetres. As I say, I can't jump. He will jump. We've jumped him on over the lunge. I've had friends jump him before, and he's not bad at jumping. It is me. But yeah, we've got to get him a lot fitter before we can even attempt to start jumping, because that's just not fair on you, is it? So yeah, so the hard work starts today. You looking forward to it, Gambler? You're not looking too enthusiastic, mate. Right, let's groom you and tack you up. No wonder it's been a bit spooky down here. I don't know whether you can see it. There's a man in the bush. So yeah, we didn't get very good work this end today, but yeah, just calling him off now. He's having a good old nosy. Not a clue what the man's doing in the bush. So that is our starting point basically. Let me know down below whether you still think we've got any chance of getting to be an all-star or getting him up to Royal International Horse Show or Horse of the Year show level. He's hard work. He's not a naughty horse. There is nothing nasty about him at all. He was speaking today at the roadside because the person was in the bush, but when he speaks, that's all he does is just looks and sort of walks sideways. There's nothing nasty about him at all. He is just so slow. And that's what I find hard to ride. I would rather they have more energy and you're holding them back than be slow and having to constantly push more. It's not speed, it's actually just getting him to work. He trot, but he puts no effort in a completely different way to Willow. Because Willow, you've still got a forward feeling. He feels backwards all the time. But it's a starting point. And we just build on it. He was booked in to go to do a novice ridden show this coming Sunday, just so we had a starting point of in the show ring. It was just walk and trot, novice, because to be fair, he's only ever done, I think it's 2 ridden shows with me, because as I say, it was the kids driving and in hand horse, so he's been to shows loads but never ridden. So we were going to do the novice ridden this weekend to get a vlog so we could see the starting point and have something to look back on in a couple of months, but they've cancelled the show because of the heat, which I'm actually really pleased with, because as I say, he gets far too hot. We're still very early in the morning and he's sweaty anyway. So that's our beginning. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to follow along with this journey to see whether we can actually make him into a ridden show horse. Looking forward to it, aren't I? Yes. This one is the one that's got all the confirmation. He is conformationally perfect. He's just a little backwards in the ridden side of it. But as I say, we have done very minimal riding, and the riding we have done with him is to make him bomb-proof for the likes of Jamie, Adam and Lewis as they were younger. Safest horse ever, but he's like a newly broken horse come to ridden, because he has no idea what it means by putting your leg on for the canter, leg on to move him over, come round, down. He has no idea on any of that. He's never been schooled. He's just safe enough to get on to walk, trot, canter, jump a little jump, knowing that he'd bring my kids home safely. So the hard work starts now.